there everyone, it's Kathy and you're back here in my craft room and on my YouTube channel, Kathy's Random Acts of Stampin'. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be working on a simple but very elegant and what looks to be a difficult project, but it's really not. It's all about the fold, and that's making these beautiful round ornaments using cardstock, and I think they are beautiful. Now I love the red and the white one. My husband was more of a fan of this one, and this one's made smaller than this one. This one's made with these are all made with circles, so if you have a Brother Scan and Cut or a Cricut machine where you can have it cut out your circles for you, that is a great time saver. But you can also do this with dies. You can do it if you don't have dies and you don't have an automatic cutting machine. You could use a compass and draw a circle and hand cut it. You could use a roll of tape like that and draw your circle. Find a glass or a cup or something in your kitchen. But remember, the size of your circle will dictate the size of your ornament. So the larger your circle, the bigger your ornament is going to be. This was less than 3 inches and this was 3 1/4 inches, and you can see the difference. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do one out of blue and white, and since I have been doing these, I have learned a little bit of the technique and what works well and what doesn't. So the first thing we're going to do is the fold, and then we're going to talk about our adhesive and what works better. I'll tell you real quick, your tear and tape is your best friend in these. I find that my tear and tape makes it much easier for me to make these, put them together, and without getting a lot of stickiness all over me, my desk, and just feeling too tacky. So this is one of the few items that you'll find me saying that I rather use tear and tape for, but tear and tape has its place in our crafting. Liquid glue has its place in our crafting, as well as seal and other different types of adhesive. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start. The first thing you want to do for each floret, and I'll show you what a floret looks like. This is a floret. Aren't they pretty? So simple to make too. They look complicated, but they're really not, and they are beautiful. I mean, look at that. So that's what we're going to be making today. To make these, you need 6 circles. If you're doing them in 2 different colors, you need 3 of each color. So there's my 3 white and my 3 blue. I'm going to start out with folding my circle. So all you're going to do is fold this in half, just like that. And you really don't even need a bone folder if you don't have one. You can fold that with your hand. Then turn it this way so that your creases in the middle are going vertically, and fold up to the top of that other fold line and pinch it right there, because what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the bottom and you're only going to fold one side of it, just like that. So when you finish, this is what your piece should look like, and you want this side up. So where this piece right here is going to come in crucial, so you want to make sure this is up, because your adhesive is going to go across here. So let's get these folded and I'll show you. Fold it in half, crease it down really well with your finger, and then open it up where this crease is here. Fold it up to your crease. Line them up perfectly, and then come down and just fold it on one side. When you're done, turn it over and lay it to the side. I'm going to do it again on this one. Now if you have a bone folder and you feel better about using it, by all means come in and use your bone folder. Fold this in half, lining up your 2 score lines. Hold it down, press down one side, and crease it. Turn it over. This is your top side. Just that simple. I noticed when I did it with my fingernail, I've got a little bit of a shininess to my paper because I didn't use my bone folder, but I just ironed that out. So we're going to do the same thing with the white. Fold it in half, crease it really good, line up your 2 score lines, crease one side, turn it over and lay it down. Fold it in half, crease it all the way across, open it up, fold it in half again, meeting your score lines, and only crease one half of it. Turn it over and lay it down. One more time, last piece, because like I said, you only need 6 of these to make your floret. Fold it in half, bend this up to meet that crease line, crease down one side of it, turn it over, and there are your 6 pieces to make this with. Now I'm going to show you what I found to be the easiest for me, and that was to hold this down. This is the side you didn't crease. You've got a little bit of an indentation, but it's not sharp like this one. The here and here where you did it across, that's got a sharp line. Where you did your half of your score has a sharp line. Always make sure that this part is pointing up. Your tear and tape is going to go right across here, right above that score line that went all the way across. So this is what we're going to do. Get your score tape, and lay it right across that score line. You want it to be right above it, not over it, but right above it. And I'm going to go ahead and prep all of them. As you can see, there is my crease line, this is my other crease line, and the tape is going to go right above that first fold line, right above it, just like that. That one's done. Same with this. That's why it's crucial to make sure that this is facing up and that this is over, because you don't want to put tape on the underside. You want to put it on the side that's raised up. So lay my tear and tape down. I got too much tear and tape off of here. Okay, let's go back and put a little bit right there. Run it straight across and tear it. That piece is done. Now we'll do our white pieces. That's done. Now this was a little thicker cardstock than the other, and you can see that it did a little bit more creasing right there, but that's okay. This is still going to work, because the main thing is, as long as you've got this really nice sharp crease there and across the middle, you are good to go. So let's lay some more tape across here. Just like that. Like that. All right, now that we've got them all prepped, this is the part that can be fun, but it can also be a little intimidating. But I'm going to show you, it's not hard to do. Just make sure you burnish your tape down. Oops, I don't need 2, I just need 1. Pull off your backer. Just like that. Making sure that this is to the side or the back. You want to pinch this together, just like that. Making sure your adhesive is on the back, pinch it here, and then all you're going to do is come down with your fingernail and crease in to this piece here, so this will fold up. When it folds up, you're going to crease that down, and then you're going to pull that other side up to that piece. Now when you get both of these up, you're going to pinch them, but only here on the edge. You don't want to pinch all the way in to your petal. And then when you finish, you're going to just kind of fan it out like that. That is your first petal for your first floret. So then I'm going to do a white one. I'm going to remove my backer. Adhesive to the back, I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to bring this up to the top corner, just like that. And then I'm going to crease this one up. Use your thumb just to push down and bring that up to the side, just like that. Crease it, and then fan your flower. Second petal. Do a blue one. Doesn't matter how you do these. I'm just doing them back and forth. Pinch, make sure your adhesive is to the back. Hold it like that. Push this up to the top corner. Use your fingernail to press that in. And then press this one up. Again, use your finger to get that nice and straight. Press it like that. There's your next petal. And then we have a white one. Again, adhesive on the back. Hold it here. Press that up to here. Pinch it. And then do the same thing on this side. Just bring everything up to make that little triangle, and there you go. Fan it out, and then we can do the blue one. Pinch it. Once you do a few of these, you will be able to do them with your eyes closed. They're that easy. And another thing that you can do with these florets, besides making an ornament with them, these make beautiful. How would that look on a package with a pretty gem on the top of it? And you could glue your tag up underneath it, or you could tie it with a piece of baker's twine or ribbon and put on it, and that would sit beautifully on a package. What I would do is I would cut out a circle and glue a circle here so it would sit nice and flat, and put that on a package. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here's our last one. So I'm going to lift up the backer. And I'm going to pinch it here, adhesive on the back, bring that up, give it a pinch, bring this up, and give it a pinch, and then fan this out. Now that we have all of our florets done, I'm going to show you how to put these together. So simple, so easy. You want to make sure that all of your flowers are pointing to the middle center. And you're going to start out putting adhesive on the side. So look at how you're going to build it. So if you know you're going to put this one to this side, put your adhesive here first. And what I like to do is I like to just tear off a piece about, I just kind of eyeball it, and then I take and lay my tape right on that edge down toward the bottom, just like that. And then I decide my next piece is going to go like that, so then I know that my tape needs to go on this side. So I'm going to take and tear another piece of tape, and I'm going to lay this piece right here and just lay it right down there as close to that edge as you can get it. Bella, Bella. And Bella is a happy puppy. She's 8 and she's gone out and now she's sleeping. Now I'm going to lay this one down here because I know that it's going to go next to that one, so I need tape on this side. So I'm just going to peel off a piece and I'm going to lay it right about there. Then I'm going to look at my next piece, which is going to be white. And it's going to go on this side. And you're just going to keep working these all the way down until you get each one of them. And that one's going to sit like that. So tape's going to go on this side. And then tape will go on the last one. The tape is going to go on this side. Same way we've been doing it. And now we're going to start putting these together. So all I'm going to do is pull off my backers off of my tearing tape, and I'm going to proceed to put these together. Now you're going to want to butt them together like this, and then fold it together. That's going to form your first grouping of petals. Then we're going to tear the tearing tape off, or the backer off of our tape here. And we're going to take this one and do the same thing. We're going to put it right there to the bottom. And you can come in between them and mash it. Just go in between your petals to make sure everything's adhering. Now we need a white one here. So we're going to tear this off. And lay this one right beside of it. Fold it up, give it a good little pinch to adhere, take the tearing tape off of here, and then take this, line it up, bring it up together, pinch it, go back in and give them all a really good pinch to make sure everything is adhering. And now the last one that goes in is going to be, it's going to go right here, and I'm going to go ahead and take the backer off of this one too before I put it in, because when you set this one in, I like to bring it in just like that and then go in between this one and give it a good mash, and then go in between this one and give it a good mash. And there's your floret. That wasn't hard at all, was it? So now we're going to bring in all 4 of our florets, because it takes 4 of these to make this beautiful circle. And putting them together is no more than gluing like this. So I'm looking at this and I need tape here. I need tape on this one and this one to fit into here, and this side. So I'm going to put tape on this side, this side, this side, and this side, and I'll show you. You can use glue for this. Glue does work good. I tell you what, let's use glue for putting this together. I think glue makes this process a little bit easier. So we're going to put glue right here, and here. Let's see. The good thing about the glue, you can always come back and add some more. So I'm going to glue that in just like that. I'm going to hold that just for a sec, let it tack. And I found if you've got banana clips or paper clips, they can be very, very helpful in putting this together. So if you want to take a paper clip and just slide it in like that to hold that, that frees up your hands. And you can see we need to do these 2 together. So I'm going to take glue and put here, and then just let that one come together right there. Again, paper clips frees your hands. Just like that. Doesn't take a whole lot. The glue really does hold these together well. Then we're going to take this one, and each time you bring one in, you're going to have to squeeze it in between the other petals. Just like that. because you want this to fit tight to make that sphere. So this one's going to go in like this. So we're going to need glue here and here. So I'm going to put glue here, 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 and here. And then I'm just going to bring it in and sit it in. Again, paper clips. Can really help you in putting this together. Now I think this piece needs to come in like that. For that one, I'm going to use the binder clip. Okay, so now we have one more flower to put in, and that one is going to go in just like this. Now before we go any further, before we put that one in, we need to decide what color ribbon. And I am going to use, I think this one I'm going to use this fuzzy. This is in the mini catalog and it is called Iridescent. Let me see. It's just called Iridescent trim, and it's really pretty, and we only need a piece about 8 inches long. So I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and snip it. And now we're going to decide where we want this to live, because we're going to glue this in as well. And I think right here would be really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some liquid glue and I'm going to go down in here. I'm going to put a good little amount in there so I can lay that in it. And then I'm going to come over here on the other side and do the same thing. Actually, I want it to be together right there. So I'm going to come right beside of it. And let's lay that in there just like that. Now that that's in, we can go ahead and put this piece in and not have to worry about getting our little piece to hang this. We don't want to pull it out though, that's for sure. So get it down in there. And now we're going to get this piece glued in just like this, and this will be our little hanger. Let's go ahead and take the clips off over here. And now we're going to put glue here and here. And back here. And we're going to set this in just like this. And again, I'm going to use my binder clip right there. And I'm going to use a paper clip right here. Any anywhere you put that glue, you want to make sure that it's making contact with the other part of your floret. So I can see I need some glue right here. And I'm going to put a paper clip right there to hold that. We need some glue here. And that's going to hold okay. I'll grab a few more paper clips. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. Just anywhere you see an opening where you did not get glue on, just lay some glue down and let that do its thing. So once you're pretty satisfied with it, you can pull all your clips off. And there is your beautiful ornament. The only thing that we got left to do with this is decorate it. And how I did it, I looked in my Stampin' Up! Gems and I didn't have anything quite big enough. So I went into my stash and I found these larger pearls, and I thought they looked beautiful on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a good amount of liquid glue and just put it right in the middle of that. And then I'm going to take a gem or one of those white pearls, and I'm going to put it right there and hold it. We know we're going to need 4 of these because we had 4 florets. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And one of the larger ones. And here. And the larger pearl. And we should have one more right here. And the larger pearl. Now you can decorate these in a multitude of ways. These would be so pretty if you sprayed them with like pixie spray and then dusted them with the glitter. That would be gorgeous. Make them out of vellum. That would be absolutely gorgeous. If I'd had enough of my vellum, I would have definitely made one out of vellum because I think they would be gorgeous, especially the flocked vellum that has like the little fuzzy raised patterns like snowflakes or little dots that looks like snow. Any of that would be gorgeous on this ornament. But I hope that you've enjoyed the process of watching me make one of these. I promised in my live last Friday that I was going to bring this to you today. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me zoom you in a little bit more. There we go. I made the mistake on my first time recording this and I zoomed in too close, so I had to redo it. But anyway, this is the ornament. I hope you've enjoyed watching me make it. God bless and keep you. And as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is worthy. Until we craft again, God bless and keep you. Bye-bye.